Kdo?
Who? Who?
Kdo je tady?
Who is here? Who is here?
Co?
What? What?
Co je nového?
What's new? What's new?
Kde?
Where? Where?
Kde je?
Where is she? Where is she?
Když?
When? When?
Kdy přijdeš?
When are you coming? When are you coming?
Proč?
Why? Why?
Proč odejít?
Why leave? Why leave?
Jak?
How? How?
Jak se máš?
How are you? How are you?
Kolik?
How much? How much?
Kolik to stojí?
How much does it cost? How much does it cost?
Jak se jmenuješ?
What is your name? What is your name?
Kolik je hodin?
What time is it? What time is it?
Jaké jsou vaše plány?
What are your plans? What are your plans?
Jaké barvy dáváte přednost?
What colors do you prefer? What colors do you prefer?
Který?
Which? Which?
Který z nich chcete?
Which one do you want? Which one do you want?
Co je nejlepší?
Which is the best? Which is the best?
Které z nich si vyberete?
Which ones do you choose? Which ones do you choose?
Které jsou k dispozici?
Which ones are available? Which ones are available?
Odkud?
From where? From where?
Odkud pocházíš?
Where do you come from? Where do you come from?
Od koho?
From whom? From whom?
O čem to mluvíš?
Who are you talking about? Who are you talking about?
S kým?
With whom? With whom?
S kým pracujete?
Who do you work with? Who do you work with?
Pro koho?
For who? For who?
Pro koho budete hlasovat?
Who will you vote for? Who will you vote for?
Co je?
What is? What is?
Co je to?
What is this? What is this?
Co se děje?
What is happening? What is happening?
Jehož.
Whose? Whose?
Čí je kniha?
Whose book is this? Whose book is this?
Na co?
To what? To what?
O čem to myslíš?
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about?
Od kdy?
Since when? Since when?
Jak dlouho jste čekali?
How long have you been waiting? How long have you been waiting?
Dokdy?
Until when? Until when?
Jak dlouho zůstáváte?
How long are you staying? How long are you staying?
V čem?
In what? In what?
Z čeho je vyrobeno?
What is it made of? What is it made of?
Za kolik?
For how much? For how much?
Jak dlouho?
For how long? For how long?
Jak dlouho?
How long? How long?
Kolik času zbývá?
How much time is left? How much time is left?
V jakém okamžiku?
At what moment? At what moment?
Kdy dorazíš?
When are you arriving? When are you arriving?
Jak starý?
How old? How old?
Kolik ti je?
How old are you? How old are you?
V kolik hodin?
At what time? At what time?
V kolik hodin odejdeme?
What time do we leave? What time do we leave?
Do jaké míry?
To what extent? To what extent?
Jak je to pravda?
How true is this? How true is this?
Proč ne?
Why not? Why not?
Proč to neskusit?
Why not try? Why not try?
Jak to, že?
How come? How come?
Jak se to dělá?
How is it done? How is it done?
Jakým způsobem?
In what way? In what way?
Jak to udělat?
How to do it? How to do it?
Kolik?
How much? How much?
Kolik to vzít?
How much to take? How much to take?
Jakou barvu?
What color? What color?
Jakou barvu to má?
What color is it? What color is it?
Jaký druh?
What kind? What kind?
Jaký žánr se vám líbí?
What genre do you like? What genre do you like?
Jaký druh?
What kind? What kind?
Jaký druh filmu?
What kind of film? What kind of film?
Jaký typ?
What type? What type?
Jaký typ knihy?
What type of book? What type of book?
S nímž.
With which? With which?
S jakým nástrojem pro práci?
Which tool to work with? Which tool to work with?
Bez co?
Without what? Without what?
Bez čeho žít?
What to live without? What to live without?
Kolikrát?
How many times? How many times?
Kolikrát přijde?
How many times to come? How many times to come?
Proč?
Why? Why?
Proč odejít?
Why leave? Why leave?
Ve kterém roce?
In which year? In which year?
Jaký rok se to stalo?
What year did this happen? What year did this happen?
Která sezóna?
Which season? Which season?
Které sezónu dává přednost?
Which season to prefer? Which season to prefer?
Na co?
On what? On what?
Na co se zaměřit?
What to focus on? What to focus on?
Jak často?
How often? How often?
Jak často běžet?
How often to run? How often to run?
Co to děláš?
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Co chceš?
What do you want? What do you want?
Co děláš?
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Co tady děláš?
What are you doing here? What are you doing here?
Co to říkáš?
What are you saying? What are you saying?
Kdo je on?
Who is he? Who is he?
Kdo jsou?
Who are they? Who are they?
Proč pláčeš?
Why are you crying? Why are you crying?
Jak se jmenuješ?
What's your name? What's your name?
Jaká je vaše adresa?
What is your address? What is your address?
Jak vysoký jsi?
How tall are you? How tall are you?
Jaká je vaše váha?
What is your weight? What is your weight?
Jaká je vaše oblíbená barva?
What is your favorite color? What is your favorite color?
Jaké je vaše oblíbené jídlo?
What's your favorite dish? What's your favorite dish?
Kdy přijdeš?
When are you coming? When are you coming?
Kdy přicházíš do mého domu?
When are you coming to my house? When are you coming to my house?
Kde žiješ?
Where do you live? Where do you live?
Kde teď žiješ?
Where do you live now? Where do you live now?
Proč se smějete?
Why are you laughing? Why are you laughing?
Kolik knih?
How many books? How many books?
Kolik knih máte?
How many books do you have? How many books do you have?
S kým jsi?
With whom are you? With whom are you?
O čem to mluvíš?
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Kolik dní?
How many days? How many days?
Za jakou cenu?
At what price? At what price?
Za jakou cenu koupit?
At what price to buy? At what price to buy?
S jakým perem?
With which pen? With which pen?
S kterým perem napsat?
Which pen to write with? Which pen to write with?